West Virginia Congresswoman Carol Miller, sitting on the House Subcommittee on Trade, joins us now. Congresswoman, good to see you, and thanks so much for coming on. So obviously there's a lot of talk in the media right now about these tariffs, and pretty much any channel you turn on, there's a lot of fear-stoking. What do you make of the latest talk of tariffs? Remember, they are set to be implemented at midnight, but not before these talks take place with the Prime Minister and the President of Canada and Mexico, respectively.
I think the one thing that we need to remember is that our world leader is back in office. He is strong, he is a wonderful negotiator, and he is committed to keeping our country safe and great. And he is going to deliver on the promises that he made before he was elected. We've had many world leaders coming here before he's even taken office to meet with him. And for the past 4 years, we've had no trade negotiations, no trade anything. And I'm very excited being on Ways and Means and the Trade Subcommittee to be able to be more active across the world. It's so important. And he is very strong working on securing our border. That's what a lot of this is about, is all of these illegal immigrants that have been allowed to come in from the north and the south. And he's saying no more.
President Donald Trump says that there's still some open talks going on between the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. He was talking to reporters last night, saying that they're going to be meeting. He's going to be meeting with the two countries today. I want to play that for you.
I'm speaking with Prime Minister Trudeau tomorrow morning, and I'm also speaking with Mexico tomorrow morning. And I don't expect anything very dramatic. We put tariffs on. They owe us a lot of money, and I'm sure they're going to pay.
So how do you think these talks are going to go today?
Well, I think he's bringing them to the table and letting them know that enough is enough. And it's time that we equalize out and take care of our business, take care of our country, and not allow all of these people coming in and, you know, protecting. We have plenty of lumber here. We have wonderful energy products here. And so he is a negotiator, and he's going to take care of us, just as he promised to do.
Yeah, that is one of the promises of the campaign. He did acknowledge, he hasn't ignored it, the fact that there will be some short-term pain in some areas, but in the end, that this would indeed pay off. It's interesting here to watch the coverage on other media outlets, and seemingly everyone is now a tariff expert in knowing exactly how this is going to play out, not considering the phone calls that are going to happen today. The tariffs are not in effect just yet. Can Canada and Mexico thrive weeks or months on end with these tariffs, or do they stay at the table and say, okay, we'll agree to doing X, Y, and Z? You know, these are things that many should possibly consider. The flow of fentanyl, you mentioned this as well. That is something that this administration wants to stop. That is obviously a part of this, could be a part of this negotiation, Congresswoman.
Absolutely. I'm from West Virginia, and we have had terrible problems with drug addiction and the free flowing of these drugs coming from the borders and up into our state. I worked on that for years when I was in the State House, and I'm working on it as well on a national level. And he is going to protect us. I mean, we have this huge debt. It's like running your own household. You can't do what we've been doing. And as a country, he's going through the budget line by line. He is going through our spending. That's why he's put the people in place that he has. And we need to get the Senate to hurry up and move more people into place so we can take care of business. It's important.
To pivot a little bit here, Trump is now slamming the Democrats for stalling his cabinet nominees. In his words on Truth Social, he wrote, quote, "Democrats are purposefully delaying virtually all of my nominees. No matter how good or well qualified someone is, they're taking maximum time for approval and laughing about it. They're having a good time at the country's expense and safety. If George Washington and Abraham Lincoln were nominated for a position, the Democrats would take it out to the last minute before having to approve it. It's disgraceful." In your opinion, do you think that the Democrats in the Senate are getting in the way of confirming these nominees?
Absolutely. Exactly what he says is the truth. They're doing anything they can and laughing as they do it.
Again, we'll be watching for that. The vote for the director of the FBI, DNI, HHS, all happening this week to move forward in the nominating process, the confirmation process, rather. West Virginia Congresswoman Carol Miller joining us. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you too.